Welcome to the A to Z of Sarah with me, Rachel Goodwin, and Sarah, the Magdalene's daughter. Come and find out more about us at rachelgoodwin.dk and join our Patreon at patreon.com/Rachel Goodwin. Welcome. Today is our first episode of the A to Z of Sarah, and we're starting with the letter A. A is for Ascension, Ascended Master, Angels, and the Elder Futhark Rune, As, or Ansuz. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about each of these and give you a little glimpse into my Sarah world. A is for Ascension. Now, there's lots of people who have lots of ideas about Ascension. And I'll tell you what my idea is from the things that Sarah has shared with me over the years. And Sarah has given me the idea of embodied ascension. And this came from a channeling done many, many years ago now, in which she says, in the channeling she gave me, "Today I have come to speak to you of the physical shells of which you inhabit. Many of the world's most spiritual religions have been dedicated to teaching how to cast off the body so as to liberate the spirit trapped inside, to allow the soul to reside within nirvana, the higher spiritual dimensions. Today, I wish to speak to you of how the higher self can inhabit your physical body and become the way in which you can be in contact with nirvana. In fact, all of creation, all of the time. These are the mysteries I have come to teach." So Sarah's an ascended master for the New Age, and she holds the Christ light in unity consciousness. She doesn't belong to any one religion or culture. She belongs to all of us who are called to her. And her energy, her way is integration. Now, I'm an energy healer. I'm a channel. I would definitely be described as a new ager, I think, from the way that I work. And I'm also priestess of the goddess and the divine feminine. And one of the ways that I've been taught to work over the years is to work with flames. The Magdalene flame, the Christ flame, Sarah's flame, blue rose flame. And for me, that word flame, it means the essence of something. It's being able to contact that essence. And Sarah's also an archetypal energy. She's rising up through our collective unconscious right now so that we can become more in oneness with all that we are. And so this is the way that we can call on her to help us, because just calling in her energy helps all that we are inhabit the same space and not be separate from each other. So that means our bodies, our energy bodies, our higher self, our subconscious can start to come into oneness together. And this is an immense process of healing, of embodied ascension, going further in, more deeply into ourselves, expanding out more greatly into ourselves with a capital S. And one way we can call on Sarah is to call on her flame, is to sit within Sarah's flame and allow that energy, that essence of oneness, that archetypal force that she holds, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, having come together from the sacred marriage of the Magdalene and Yeshua. And she's an expression of that sacred marriage. And so that channeling goes on to say, your body is your physical tool here on this earth. It is how you will affect change here on the physical planes. The ascended masters, the angels and archangels, all can assist and help from the realms within which we exist. We can gently persuade and create optimum conditions But it is you that has the power to create the new earth here in physical manifestation and in so many more ways than you know. That channeling is in Sarah's Little Book of Healing, which is the first book that I've written and has lots of ways in it of how to enter into that healing space with Sarah. Hi, I'm Rachel Goodwin. I'm a spiritual teacher, energy healer, and therapist. And I channel Sarah, daughter of the Magdalene, and the Blue Rose. Now, to book an individual session with me, go to my website, rachelgoodwin.dk. I can't wait to hear from you. A is for Ascended Master. Now, when I started working with Sarah, nobody had really heard of who she was. And even now, nearly 20 years later, she's still emerging into our consciousness. I called her an Ascended Master because it shows that she's reached the point on her spiritual path where she's kind of got somewhere. She's in a position to support and guide humanity from a place of wisdom and compassion. And also because people aren't familiar with the name Sarah as this person who can guide and mentor us, using the term Ascended Master or Ascended Light Being helps people know that this is someone who they might want to like prick up their ears and hear more about. I tend to call her Sarah the Magdalene's daughter because I love the Magdalene. I love working with the Magdalene, and I love that it's expressing that divine feminine way. And in herself, Sarah is very informal. She walks by our side as sister, teacher, mentor, and friend, but she doesn't want us to put her above us. She's walking by our sides to show us who we truly are. She's not come here to be the great all that. She's here to show us and open our eyes to our own divinity. A is for angels. So Sarah has a host of angels that are always around her. And they're here to help her achieve her mission that she has on the earth and in the cosmos. And I see Sarah's host of angels as just pure white, whiter than white. When I was a kid, there used to be an advert on the television for a washing brand of powder called Persil, and they had this thing about whiter than white, and it would just sort of go ping and like just glow and shimmer and be sparkly. And that is kind of how I see Sarah's angels, not as washing powder, but as this kind of this divine sparkling white of such purity that we can't imagine it, but we can feel it with our souls and our hearts. And that flame I was talking about, Sarah's flame, it has three aspects to it, which of course all exist and come into oneness as the unity flame. But one of the aspects of that flame is the white flame of divinity. And this is the same energy as Sarah's angels. Now, this white flame, it helps us connect up to our higher selves. It helps us retrieve those kind of energy patterns, energy matrices, little packets of information for us and energy that help us manifest our higher selves, will and desire for us in this earth lifetime. So we can call on Sarah's host of angels to surround us in their beautiful whiter than whiteness and like radiate it into us. And this can be very protective. It can also be because we need inspiration. And it can be because we just want to feel that divinity. We need to be lifted up sometimes. A is for the rune Ansuz or As. And this rune looks like an F with the two little arms pointing down. Now, I love working with runes, and I live in Scandinavia, in Denmark. And when I moved here, I felt I needed to connect to the spirituality of the land that I now call home and live with my husband and son. And so I studied Seither, Nordic shamanism, in Sweden for a couple of years. And I have worked very intensely with runes. They have become a part of my daily life for quite some years now. And I studied the lore about them, Lore. I journeyed with them. I built a relationship with each of these runes. And each rune is a vast doorway of power. And then I thought one day, if Sarah was holding this rune, how would she speak this energy through her? And so a new idea was born in me to channel Sarah's oracle runes, which is what I did. And so Sarah's oracle runes channel her teachings, her practices, her wisdom that I've come to experience from her. And so the rune As, which is the Scandinavian name for it, Ansuz is the Germanic name, holds this energy of Sarah's white flame of divinity, of Sarah's angels, which is also the same vibration as the divine spark that exists within us, and which I'll talk more about another time. But if you look up Ansuz, Ansuz, or the rune As, Ass, you'll be able to see what it looks like. And just sitting and holding this rune and calling in Sarah will help you connect up to your higher self. You don't have to have a rune set. You can just draw it on a piece of paper. You can imagine it. You can repeat the name over and over to yourself and just receive the energy and divine activations that it wants to give to you right now. So those are the inspirations that I received for the letter A in Sarah's A to Z. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.